The danger starts once Nikola Jokic catches the ball and busts out or attacks early in transition. He's usually able to draw a defender, beat his man down the floor, and then play a 2-on-1 game on the wing with shooters spaced on the wing and the corner. Not only is this dangerous for shooters in the corner, but they send cutters to the rim early like Aaron Gordon. Here, LeBron has to honor that cut, recover to the lane first, so Jokic looks off and skips it to KCP for a corner three. Jokic here notices that there isn't an easy advantage pass where you can try to trick the defense, so he just makes a simple pass ahead to Brown, who drives, forcing Reeves to help, and kicks for the Jamal Murray corner three. Love getting the ball to Brown in transition for the Nuggets, where he's able to attack space early, take that space, and then find shooters in the corner. He's been great in transition at that. Attacking a team that is not set yet leads to chaotic opportunities for the Denver Nuggets offense. Aaron Gordon looks to seal here early. Anthony Edwards is caught in literally no man's land. Watch here how Jokic looks at Aaron Gordon, recognizes Edwards is sucking in, hits Brown, and they can play the 2-on-1 advantage game, basically pass to the corner, pass back, and create an open, easy three. Not only does Jokic have incredible vision, but his ability to get his eyes up the floor as soon as he catches the ball is key to their transition offense. Here he finds Murray for the easy layup, but he's able to recognize scoring opportunities when they don't seem to be there, pushing here and then finding Brown on the cut. Watch here how he snaps his head across as soon as he gets the ball, noticing KCP running on the wing, sees the two defenders from Minnesota kind of shading towards his side, fires a bounce pass ahead for the layup. Again, looks across here, notices KD's going to gamble, doesn't make that pass, is patient enough to let Brown cut into the teeth of the defense, finding Jamal Murray behind for the wide open three in transition. Having to pay this much attention to him in transition means that DeAndre Ayton here is caught out of position, and Gordon is able to seal Booker deep in the lane with no rim protector or no help for a big on the backside. The Nuggets will look to take advantage of this if Gordon has a smaller wing or guard on him in transition and get an early seal. But the bread and butter of their offense is their two-man game, and they flow directly into this beautifully. Jokic usually opens up, signaling, hey, let's go into handoff game, then finds players early in transition before the defense is set, coming off of different actions, handoff, cuts, things like that. What makes this really dangerous is they get going to it directly afterwards. Here, Cat has to honor the cut of MPJ, sags off Jokic that leaves him open from three. Another example here is they kind of bring the ball up, go right into a handoff for Jamal Murray and some initial action, then go into a ball screen directly after, putting early pressure on the defense. Flowing into their 5-out, here's a good example of Michael Porter Jr. setting a flare or back screen in transition for Jamal Murray, then coming off a handoff from Jokic, looking to rise and fire from three, ends up getting an easy pull. The direct scoring opportunities are covered or denied. You'll see them flow into split action. So you can see them hit Jokic here in the middle, then Michael Porter Jr. screen for Jamal Murray. Split action leaves Murray cutting into the lane and getting fouled. Jokic pushes here in transition and throws a skip pass early to Aaron Gordon. And watch as he takes advantage of Prince just settling, cuts in front of his face, makes it look easy. And you know what else is easy? Cooking this May with Factor, today's video sponsor. A big thank you to this week's video sponsor, Factor. Factor makes meeting your nutrition goals easier than ever by delivering fresh, never frozen, dietitian-approved meals right to your doorstep. Their team of gourmet chefs create each meal using only ingredients with integrity to help you feel your best all day long. Now, as a father of three, husband, and a basketball coach interviewing for positions while doing full-time work on my business, there's absolutely nothing better than getting a quick, easy meal that is healthy, and Factor delivers just that. Factor meals arrive pre-prepared and ready to eat in 2 minutes, which is perfect for busy lifestyles. I love the jalapeno lime cheddar chicken, and although I'd never tried the smoothies before, but after tasting them now, I'm going to order the tropical fruit and strawberry banana in future orders. This May, get Factor and enjoy clean eating without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered to your door, ready in just 2 minutes with no prep and no mess. Now, I'm a huge fan of Factor. I was using them before they reached out and will continue to use them in the future. I can't thank them enough for sponsoring this video. Head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code HalfCourtHoops50 to get 50% off your first Factor box. The Jokic-Murray two-man game is really what the Nuggets look to create more often than not. Here you see Jokic setting a flare screen just randomly, part of what I love about his game, setting random screens, then opening up, Murray hitting him and getting downhill. Ayton's kind of caught in between, worrying about the two, ends up giving up a layup. Jamal Murray is really great at cutting off of Jokic. You can see the attention he gets here in the gap. Murray sets up his man very well, comes off the handoff, and rises right into a three-point shot. And if you press up against Jokic, it doesn't matter because you can see now your rim protector or center is pulled out of the paint. He just keeps it, and then any cutter he hits is essentially attacking a naked rim for easy open layups. And if you do start denying Murray too hard, then Murray just set a ball screen for Jokic. Here you can see it forces a hedge on Landry Shamet. Murray pops to the three-point line initially and then cuts back door, and again, pressure on Jokic leaves the rim wide open. The Nuggets went to this action out of 21 late in the fourth quarter in Game 3. Here you see Murray setting the ball screen with Schroeder going out and hedging on Jokic. The corner's empty, so it's a tough cover. So when Schroeder goes back to recover, AD stay with Murray, which means Jokic just stares and looks at a wide open three. The next example we have here is the same thing. When Schroeder goes, now Murray rolls. Watch here as Jokic sells this ball fake to get Anthony Davis up in the air and then throws a wraparound pass around him to Murray in the lane. With AD pulled out and no rim protection, it's an easy finish. Teams have tried to switch this action as well. You can see the veer back switch here on Jokic, which means Ayton's now on Murray. Ayton now has to worry about the three-point threat of Murray. Jokic just backs his man down, ends up doing a little simple pivot, easy floater over the defense. And then if you do switch and Murray has the ball or wants the advantage, he can attack the big as well. You'll see teams use some off-ball switching as well to kind of create some advantages for themselves. Here, AD gets caught on the switch to the corner on KCP. That leaves Russell on Jokic. Normally, LeBron here would kick out Russell, but watch Jokic as soon as he recognizes that's happening. All it takes is one simple touch pass to Gordon on the cut here. Watch this again. LeBron comes over to kick out Russell. Jokic recognizes it and just easy pass inside to Gordon for the layup. Incredible. The Nuggets don't have to go into handoff or cutting action. They can just run a basic pick and roll, and the threat of Jokic's pick and pop action is enough to allow Murray to get free most of the time, where you'll see Jokic able to catch and shoot at three, but also attack closeouts. So you see, if they pressure, you'll see Jokic set a ball screen or a handoff for Murray and then be able to attack in space and essentially just keep constant pressure on the defense with Murray scoring off the pick and roll, and then Jokic's ability to pick and pop. It usually means that Murray can find space for his shots. And of course, if you play AD off, you'll see Murray just go into an easy pick and roll against Rui Hachimura, for example, and rise up for way easy scoring opportunities. The Nuggets have a pretty creative playbook as well. You'll see them run different sets where here they go into kind of pistol 5 action on the side with Jokic. Jokic keeps and skips it here because Anthony Davis is roaming in the lane. This is a very important thing to note. They skip it again after the handoff, so that way AD is now pulled out and the rim protection gets taken away. So you'll see them go into side action with Jokic, who keeps it, and then throw it to the other side when AD helps to try to create easier scoring opportunities on the second side. So creative. For Jokic, you'll see them run some double cross screen sets low to kind of free him up, and he has the ability to go over the top or underneath depending on how he's being played. This double cross screen low is a pretty common action, but what makes the Nuggets really hard to guard out of these sets and post-up actions is they can go right into their flow stuff directly after the set. So even if you've guarded the play and scouted it properly, their handoff game, their cutting game means it just doesn't matter. They like to go from some slice action where they have a screen at the free throw line and have Jokic enter the ball in the post that way, where it's a little bit easier for the Nuggets to kind of post him up by getting their defender to go underneath. The defense will then typically go under and then trap from the strong side, so they'll put like Murray or KCP on that same side, so when the help comes, it's easier kick out threes. They will also run wedge action, which is the same kind of screen, just more at the three-point line. So you'll see them set it with like D'Angelo Russell's man, for example, with the Lakers to find a weak spot to get the ball in the post a little bit easier. And then if they come with a trap or anything like that, Jokic obviously can punish them that way. A similar set is what I would call an up screen, or it's almost like a UCLA screen, where it's a screen around the elbow to get the ball in the post, and then they'd have like Murray or KCP on the ball side. Jokic loves to go quickly, especially on the catch, and either look to attack in the middle or go right into like a handoff game. If you go underneath it, he loves to also fade and stay above it. So here you see him catch it at the elbow, and then it just turns into an elbow ISO. They can go into ISO or the cutting game off of that, but Jokic always has a counter for whatever you're trying to do. Here they deny him in the front. He just sets the ball screen and then gets the ball anyways. Trap from AD comes, and if you come with your two biggest players, you better be able to find cutters and help in the paint on the backside, and Jokic is able to punish you so well. The Nuggets' favorite play is to initially set a screen up top and send the player backdoor like Jamal Murray or Michael Porter Jr., then set a back screen here, and they come off a dribble handoff for a three-point opportunity. It didn't matter how the Lakers defended it or who defended it, whether it was Schroeder or Vanderbilt on Jamal Murray. They had a couple of blown coverages on this, so watch for the Nuggets to go to this action more often. And if you do decide that you're going to start switching this action or overplay it, what they do is just naturally in the read of the game have like Aaron Gordon set a down screen now instead of a back screen. So now Schroeder has to fight through harder picks, ends up creating easier scoring opportunities in the read game for the Nuggets, which is why they're so difficult to defend. And then if you do pick up on what they're trying to do, so like having Gordon screen down instead of the back screen, and you decide to switch it, well, they're just too smart for that. Gordon will slip in between. Jokic will find him for easy layups. Or if you want to switch the first screen like LeBron does here, Jokic sets the back screen, and all of a sudden you're caught on the high side. Jokic just cuts it in the lane using his IQ for the easy wide open layup. I love the counter that they had to this, where they ran as an after timeout play for Jamal Murray. Instead of going into that action or a secondary action off the back door, Murray sets a ball screen for Jokic, and then his pick and pops to the weak side as AD kind of is roaming, and then they set a step-up ball screen and slip for Murray. You can see they call this after timeout because Murray's holding up number one, as in like first play. That's typically what NBA teams call after timeout plays. They run the same action again here. The Lakers are kind of ready for it, so you can see Rui and LeBron ready to kind of switch this, but they're too far off, and Jokic recognizes it, and all he has to do is rise up and fire from three for the easy three-point opportunity. The Denver Nuggets offense is so difficult to defend. I cannot wait to watch them in the NBA Finals to see who they play and how they play. If it's the Celtics, they have to go against a lot of switching and a great defensive team. If it's the Heat, they got to go against Bam and Jimmy Butler and an incredibly great help defensive team. I'm just excited to see what counters they have out of it. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you again to today's video sponsor, Factor. Please check that out in the link in the description below.